everyone, it is Monday, March 8th, and today was just kind of a really rough day. The really only highlight of my day was going live with Deja. We had our Swoon Sisters book club when we talked about Reign of a King by Raina Kent. For our full thoughts and opinions on the book, I will link the live stream in the cards and in the description box for you. This is one of those books where the ending, it's a cliffhanger, and it really freaking hooks you. You want to pick up that second book like immediately. But there's definitely some issues I had with the book. It is dark, triggering, murder, violence, heavy BDSM. When I first finished it, I was going to rate it 4 stars, but really it was just the ending that it was so fresh, and the ending, I was like, my mind was just blown. But, when we had the live stream and I was going over, things that I had issues with and Deja had issues with, I'm lowering my rating to 3, so 3 stars. I would definitely read more from Raina Kent, but yeah, just watch those triggers if you go into this book. And I said today was pretty rough just because last night I did not get a whole lot of sleep. And by a whole lot, I mean I got like maybe 2.5 hours. I just couldn't wind down, couldn't relax. I don't know. It's after a vacation and then, first day back to work, I really needed the rest, but it just was not in the cards for me. So hopefully I'll be able to get some sleep tonight. It's like almost 10 o'clock. I'm going to bed. I'm going to listen to some Rebel ASMR to kind of get me relaxed. I do have a migraine. After the live stream, it kind of went pretty downhill for me. I was getting a migraine very quickly. I started my period, so I was very, just achy, and of course I'm tired, and I just could not get warm. Today was a pretty warm day anyway, but yeah, I went to go get some food, and I could not stop shaking. So, after I got, some food, I came home and took a hot bath, and that did help. I'm overly hot now. But I got the fan on in our room, and I have my Bluetooth headset in, and I'm going to listen to some ASMR. I really love the channel Rebel ASMR. She's really, really good. So I will link her channel in the cards and in the description box for you, so you too can have some relaxation and the tingles. So I also did finish The End by Lemony Snicket. This is the last book in the series of unfortunate events. I really, I enjoyed this last book. It did get dark at times, but solid 4 stars. Everything came to an end, and everything sort of got wrapped up. There was kind of like this aha moment, or the reveal at the end that I kind of guessed a couple books ago, but I really like how it wrapped up. So after that, I kind of didn't know what to read. I'm not feeling well, so I wasn't really in the mood to read anything. I know it's very strange, but I want to keep up my stride, and I want to read all the books on my TBR. So I started Hold Your Breath by Katie Ruggle, and I just wasn't into it. So I just decided that I'm just gonna, listen to that ASMR, and I'm gonna go to bed because I don't want the way I'm feeling to negatively affect what I think about a book. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully tomorrow I'll feel better and I'll get some sleep tonight, because today was rough, like I said. But enough of me complaining. I'm gonna go to bed, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Hopefully my vlog for last week is going to be up tomorrow too. I didn't get it up today because I was busy reading Reign of a King for the live stream discussion tonight, so I wanted to make sure I got that done. So I will focus on editing and uploading my last week's vlog tomorrow. But I will talk to you later. Have a great night. Hi everyone, it's Tuesday, March 9th, and I'm not really feeling a whole lot better. I got more sleep last night than I did Sunday night, but I felt so much more tired today, and you know, I still have this migraine, and no one likes feeling bad, right? Just gotta get through it. But today I did edit and upload my vlog, last week's vlog, so that is available for your viewing pleasure. It's kind of short, you know, not really a whole lot of reading done last week just because I was on vacation. Last night I started reading Hold Your Breath by Katie Ruckel, continued today, but I have the audiobook. I have a physical copy and I have the audiobook from Hoopla, but on my drive home, like my Hoopla app wasn't working. Every time I tried to play an audiobook, like any audiobook I had in my library, it would either skip and stutter, or it just wouldn't play at all. So I emailed their tech support, and you know, everything they basically sent in the email that I should try I had already done, like deleting and re-downloading the app, checking if you have space on your phone, you know, if you download the books, you know, making sure your iOS and your apps are up to date. I mean, I did it all. So I emailed them back kind of right away and saying I'm still having issues. I did everything, you know, that you suggested, but I'm still having issues. I didn't receive a phone call or another email, but I tried an hour ago and my books were working again. So I don't know if they did something just remotely, but yay, it's working. So listening to that. Today on my way home from work as well, I stopped by Barnes & Noble because book came out that I wanted. So it was Act Your Age, Eve Brown. Love it, love it. I went in there and went straight to romance. I was looking for it and I'm just okay, it's not in the romance. And then I was like, oh, it's new. They must have a display somewhere. Looking around, there's no display. So I went up to the cashier and I'm like, I'm looking for a book and I didn't see it on the shelf, and I told them what the book was, and they're like, oh yeah, we have one. It's in fiction. I'm like, one? I took that as a good sign. Maybe they ordered a bunch and everyone just, you know, wanted it, so they were sold out. That's what I took it as. I was like, why is it in fiction? So she comes back with the book and I was like, oh, that's why I didn't find it, because I was looking at romance. And she just kind of shrugs. I'm like, okay. But I look on the back and it does say fiction. Usually it says romance down here. I actually want to look at the other books and see. Oh, they're in here somewhere. I know they are. If it has romance or fiction on it, but could have sworn this was romance. But anyway, so I got, you know, that one. And then I also got the Lost Apothecary. Isn't this so beautiful? Oh my god. I was watching Ashley at the Bookish Realm, her video today, and she was describing this book, and I mean, I had seen it around, but that was the first time I had it, you know, described to me to actually know what it was about, and it sounds really good. So the apothecary, she makes things for women, potions, not really potions, but designed so they could give them to men who have wronged them. And there are rules. Apparently you can't give you can't poison a woman. It's literally only for men. So it seems like it would be, you know, pretty dark, but I'm loving this cover. It's gorgeous. I love it. So I got that book. And then they had some chocolates on sale, and I got some chocolates. Gotta get chocolates when it's on sale, right? And then I did get a Amazon package. I think I know what this is. I can get it open. I'm like so weak too. Okay. Ooh, yes. So After Hours Attraction. It's the, oh, it's over here. This is the first book. This is the second book. And so I really am excited. I had pre-ordered this because I got an email with this book. And so I wanted to buy it right away. But it was like an email that was just like, oh, this heads up, like this is coming. And it was also the second book. And I was like, okay, well, let me get the first book. Have I read the first book yet? No, I haven't, but I'm going to. And now I have the second one. So I'm very excited about those. And so yeah, I just wanted to show you that, what I got. So I'm going to go lay down and try to get some more rest. But I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye. Hey everyone, it is Friday, March 12th, and I just got to work, so I'm going to be clocking in here in a couple of minutes. And I just wanted to update you on the last couple of days. I haven't vlogged at all, and I'm sorry. So Wednesday, I read Murder Comes Ashore because Jen and I went live for that with Erin over at the Book Brood for our Wednesday book club. So if you want to know my full thoughts and opinions, the link to the live stream will be in the cards in the description box. And you know, it's a Julie and Lindsey. I'm going to give it 5 stars. And then yesterday, I read the first half of The Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan, chapters 1 through 11, because Bree over at the Locked Booktician and we are doing a Percy Jackson read-along. So we did that, and that live stream was over on her channel last night. So that will be in the cards and in the description box for you. And then I started a buddy read for We Hunt the Flame with my friend Jenny from high school. She's the friend that lives in Texas that I mentioned in my blog last week, my friend from high school. I wanted to reread We Hunt the Flame before I read We Free the Stars because I read the first book when it first came out. And so it's been a while. I kind of want it fresh in my head. We're doing that reread for that. And I didn't realize this, but it has my 2 favorite audiobook narrators in there, Fiona Hardingham and Shane West. And I love them. They narrated An Ember in the Ashes, and Fiona Hardingham has narrated the Conqueror Saga and the Imperium series by Claire Legrand. So she's just, you know, quickly becoming a favorite of mine. And I know more about Shane West as Shane East when he narrates romance, but I would recognize that voice anywhere, you know what I mean? So yeah, really, really enjoy their narrating style. So yeah, I also finished Hold Your Breath by Katie Ruggle. I actually really enjoyed that more than I thought I would. You know, I don't really hold any expectations when I dive into a new author, but this one really, really impressed me. Romantic suspense, and there was a lot of really intense, like suspenseful moments, but also the characters, especially our 2 main love interests, they were very funny. Their banter, their banter, definitely kind of almost a Grumpy Sunshine. Our male character is, you know, the alpha, very stoic, says doesn't say he has OCD, but it's definitely OCD tendencies. He wants to be in control, everything organized, and she's kind of the sunshine, you know, doesn't really have a plan. She is, you know, kind of the carefree wild one, and really breaks him out of his shell. And I love that. So really good. I'm really hoping to continue on with the series, if not this month, then next month. Now I'm reading The Plot is Murder by V.M. Burns, and I read this again. It wasn't last year, it was 2 years ago. And I want to continue on with the series, so I'm rereading this one. I remember enjoying it, so I am liking it so far. And I think that's it. Oh, last night I watched the first 7 episodes of WandaVision. I'm gonna finish the 2 today because it was so hard for me to stop playing it and go to sleep because I I needed to know the things. If you've seen it, you know, but I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm really worried. I'm worried. But, so yeah, I just wanted to update y'all a little bit of that. Last night, my husband left for a guy's trip at the Dunes, so I'm going to be spending the weekend by myself. Hopefully, I will get a lot of reading done, cleaning done, probably not, and just, you know, relax, and hope he has fun, hope he's safe, and I will update y'all a little bit later. Bye. Hey everyone, it is Saturday, March 13th, right? Yeah, March 13th, and I am on my way to the chiropractor, and today is hopefully going to be a catch up on my buddy read, film lots of stuff. I need to film my wrap up for last month. I need to film my next Who Picked These Recs, and then I also need to film my February haul and tracking my spending. I hope I can film all these. I hope. So that's my goal. Tonight at like 5, Deja and I are going live to do some reading sprints. And so I'm hoping to do all of that and hopefully edit one and schedule it to upload before that time too. I know that's pushing it. That's freaking pushing it. But I think my February haul is going to be kind of short because I didn't really buy a whole lot of books in February. And mostly they were like full price too, so whatever. I didn't really do that great on spending in February. Not like I did in January. But so on the way to the chiropractor, I'm going to be listening to We Hunt the Flame. I'm buddy reading that, so I've got to catch up. I didn't read yesterday's section, and I got to read today's section. So we're reading about 35 pages a day. So I will catch up on that. And then I'm almost finished with Death with a Dark Red Rose. I started that yesterday, and that's for the March Mystery Madness prompt color because it has red in the title. I really like this series. I really like Julia Buckley. I just like her writing style. This series kind of like has a hate to love too, which I fucking love. So those are my plans for the day, and I will update y'all a little bit later. Bye. Sprints with Deja. Hey everyone, it's Nicole, and it is Sunday, March 14th, and today was the start of Are You Afraid of the Dark? So it's going to be this whole week, but today I kind of had a lazy day. Woke up around 9:30, but then kind of just laid in bed and read WandaVision fan fiction because after finishing the show, I needed some happiness for those two. So I decided to read some fan fiction, and I needed it. My husband was coming home he went on a guy's trip, and I better make it look like I did something around the house. So I took out the trash and the recycle, cleaned the floors, and did the dishes, and organized. We have like a peninsula. It's not an island, it's a peninsula. So where we like basically like stick all of our mail and stuff on there. So I organized that a bit. And while I was doing that, I was listening to Call Me Maybe by Cara Bastone, and I thought it was super cute. I mean, it's not steamy at all. This whole audiobook is about these two, and they're on like phone calls all the time because she is building a website. It's not working, so she calls the customer service, and she had been on hold for so long, she decided just to go on about her day, and she's driving, and finally someone picks up, and it's like she's been on hold for like it had been hours at that point, like she had been on hold. And so she was like, you know what? I've been on hold a long time. I'm not hanging up. Let me just pull over to the side of the road and we will deal with this here. Well, it turns out that she had a pretty extensive problem on her website. And so it takes a while for it to get fixed. And even at the end of this phone call, it doesn't even get fixed. But she had been, idling, on the side of the road for so long. She's like, oh, well, I'll just turn my car off, but leave it partially on because she had to charge her phone. and her car battery dies. And so the guy that she's on the phone with in customer service, you know, he wanted to stay on the phone with her until like a tow truck guy comes. And even when, you know, she is, you know, driving back to the city with the tow truck guy, because he, you know, he was worried about her and wanted her to be safe. And so I just thought that was super cute. And it was just basically them working through, you know, the issues that she's having with her website, but then also them connecting while they learn more about each other. It was super, super cute. I really enjoyed it. So that's not a part of any of my TBRs, but you know, I don't know. I just wanted to like listen to or read like romance. It's what I really wanted. Like I went hard like the first week for middle grade, and now with the March Mystery Madness, all the books that I have on my TBR are like, they're like either cozy mysteries or like suspense. I had like one romantic suspense, but I already read it. So, and then I have Verity. I don't know if that has any romance in it. I think it does. But it's just like, I just wanted some romance. So I kind of veered from my TBR a bit this week. So I didn't finish a lot of books on my TBR, but hopefully this week will be better and get through a lot more books than I did this last week. But yeah, I just wanted to update y'all a little bit on that. And ooh, also yesterday during the sprints that I was on with Deja, I had finished My Dad's Best Friend by Katie Robert, and that was so good. Oh my god, it was so good. I love this series, A Touch of Taboo. I love it so much. When's the next book coming out? I can't remember, but I can't wait because I love that series. I just love Katie Robert. She's fantastic. But yeah, anyway, that's all that I wanted to say, and I will talk to you later. Bye.